Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Awesome, hosted here at Elite Marketing Pro. My name is Chef Katrina. I'm the Director of Client Experience for Elite Marketing Pro, and I'm super excited about today's Daily Dose of Awesome. I remember when we first rolled out with the Daily Dose of Awesome, little back history on this one. I would be sitting there, and we used to do this by phone conference. And when we launched the Daily Dose of Awesome, I think Legoland or Toyland or Lego, the movie, had just come out. And some of you guys may have remembered a song called Everything is Awesome, right? I remember being on those first couple of calls actually singing that theme song called Everything is Awesome. So yeah, that's just a little bit of an introduction to the Daily Dose of Awesome. So hello, Jill, Jan, Sally, Tanya, that's Tanya, pronounce it correctly, Melinda, Andrea, Lisa, Heather, Natasha, welcome. Michelle's from Denmark. Hello. Glad you guys are here. We're going to have a lot of fun here today. So you got people from Canada, Denmark. God, you guys are from all over the place. This is awesome. I love it. So thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day and jumping onto the Daily Dose of Awesome. This is your 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation, and education to kind of kick your day off the right way. You can catch us up on our podcast. Also, if you guys are on iTunes podcast, you can catch the replay over there also. Or if you're here live with us, it's just, I love having you guys here. So here's something that's come up that's been I don't know what's going on. I just like, hey, this is going to be a great topic, right? So authority building. How many of you guys would like to build your authority, your influence with your audience, really become the hunter become the hunted instead of the hunter, right? Have people come to you, want to know how to work with you, how to join your opportunity, and learn from you, right? I think this is one of the big places many of us are like looking to expand upon in the beginning. And one of my favorite places to really build authority is through content creation, primarily through blogging. And I know I've done quite a few videos here inside of the Daily Dose of Awesome around how you can use a blog to really build your brand, build your authority, and your overall presence online. I call and still to this day consider your blog your online real estate. It is truly the one place that you own that allows you to share what you're learning, share the training that you think would benefit your audience, and really provide value to people. So around blogging, it is ideal that if you have a blog, the education and training should come from you, right? And many of us, how many of you guys, just drop a 1, struggle with the content creation of a blog? We're like, what do I write about? What am I going to say? How long does it have to be? I don't know, how this is going to work. I don't know what a blog is. How many of you guys are kind of in that place? If it is, just drop a 1. I'm just kind of curious on where everybody is. And you guys are from all over the place. I just checking this out. Yeah, content creation. Yeah, 1 sometimes can be. Marcos is on here. Hello. Yeah, so sometimes creating content or knowing what to say or how to use a blog, right, like is a place we all kind of come from. I remember myself when I first started blogging, I was like, oh, what am I to write about? Typically what I see, the first blog post is kind of like an introduction of who you are and why this blog exists. That's usually the typical first blog post that I see because it's just gives us a place to start. It's like, why are we building this blog? What do we hope people get from it? Why would they return and come back to it? Why are we connecting with people through this specific blog, right? So your blog is where you have the most authority, right? It is the one place where once people come to your blog, there's no distractions, right? You can be distracted on Facebook. You guys can be distracted on social media. But when they come to your blog, it's all about you. It's all about the service and the training you're providing to your audience, right? The conversations that take place out on social media are the public conversations, right? They're the teasers and the curiosity posts that bring people to your blog so they can get a little bit more in-depth training, maybe a little bit more knowledge from you, all that fun stuff. So it's always a good idea to look at what is it you're learning, right? I think my favorite quote is by Ray Higdon. I don't know where he got this from, but it's brilliant. And he always said your notes, right? All the notes that you're taking, all the things you're hearing, everything you're learning are just paychecks waiting to be cashed. And when he wrote it like that, when he worded it that way, I thought, wow, how many notebooks do I have that just have notes in them that if shared on my blog, or if I created a blog post around it, or I created a video that I then put on my blog, would allow me to connect with my audience and share with them what I'm learning, right? Because many of us want to make sure that what we're buying, what we're becoming part of is legit, right? That other people are having success with it, right? A lot of us go and we want to find out reviews. Many of us go before we buy a product or service. I'm guilty of it myself. I do a lot of reviews around products I'm about to buy, find out what other people are saying. It's no different when you're talking about a marketing system such as Elite Marketing Pro, or when people get their hands on a product such as Attraction Marketing Formula. They want to know how to use this, right? How do I use Attraction Marketing Formula in my business to build? And as somebody that's been in this, right, myself, or even you that's watching right now, so whether Jan or Janet or Gabriel or Rebecca or Steve or Marcus or Natasha, you guys have access to Attraction Marketing Formula. So your audience is looking to you to kind of guide them on how to use this. Whether you know it yourself, you have a resource, a community that you can be part of, right? So take them through the journey. The more that you kind of share what you're experiencing, the more connected you become to your audience. So a blog allows you to have a lot of fun, right? Here's my caveat to blogging. Blogging is your voice. It is your thoughts, your feelings, your insight, your takeaways from what you're learning from the multitude of leaders that you have access to here inside of Elite Marketing Pro, right? You are going to learn to build your business through the bits and pieces that are relevant for you. I've worked with tons of mentors. I've worked with some incredible leaders, and I listen to what's working for them, and then I take what I think is going to work for me and I begin to apply it, right? And so on my blog, I'm the authority, right? I'm the voice of reason. I'm looking at things maybe a little bit different from other leaders. And so they come to my blog to learn from me, right? And what do I recommend? What resources have I tried? And one of the things that I would like to talk to you guys about real briefly is the process of guest blogging, right? I know here at Elite Marketing Pro, we have an incredible blog. You guys have seen it. You guys have probably gone over to it. It's elitemarketingpro.com/blog. There's some incredible training over there, from everything from the continual training to the network marketers, sharing with them the different ways they can build their business through online marketing. We also have a little bit more advanced training for those that have been in our community a while that want to learn how to become more of an internet strategic marketer. So we have a blog post that kind of hit for both the new network marketer trying to figure out how to build online, and we have those that are in our community supporting you in your furthering your education, right? So these are the blog posts you see on Elite Marketing Pro, and they're fantastic. And we absolutely recommend you share them. We recommend that you go out, find a blog post that makes sense to you, and share it with your audience, right? Because if you got value out of it, so is your audience, right? It's going to make a difference for them. It's going to provide a tool for them. It's going to allow them to find a way that maybe they need help with, or see something for themselves that's going to resonate in that blog post with them, right? Some of you guys really enjoy the content of Elite Marketing Pro and you wish to share it on your blog. The best thing you can do is don't lose your authority on your blog. Don't lose your presence of expertise on your blog. If you would like to share an Elite Marketing Pro blog post, my request is to do it as a guest blogger, right? You guys can go ahead and search out there, definitely Google guest blogging. And the premise of guest blogging is that there are many bloggers out there that want exposure on other people's websites, right? They want to be able to support, train, and help other people. And if they think they have a valuable blog post or some content that would be great on somebody else's site, they may be a request to be a guest blogger on their site, right? And the expert, the authority, has to think about it and go, is this valuable to my audience? Is sharing this content valuable to them? And if so, why? So when you share an EMP blog post, if you so choose to have a post on your blog, my request is that you set yourself up still as the authority. Set it up so that it comes across that you are the expert. Hey guys, I've got an incredible blog post I want to share with you. I know that in the network marketing industry, we struggle around this topic all the time. I'd love to share with you a blog post written by my mentor, maybe it's Fernie Ceballos, on how he's working with the network marketing industry to better their business. This blog post is fantastic. I had some incredible takeaways. I specifically like what he said in this section, and you can actually name the section. And I think you're going to get a value. So I asked him if he would guest blog on my site so that I could provide this incredible training to you. If you want to check out the original, please click here and link back to the original blog post, and then go ahead and present the content. Once the content is on there and it's complete, the request is then, what did you guys think of the blog post, right? What did you think of the training? What was your one big aha moment, and what was valuable to you, right? And if you got an aha, definitely comment or share down below. And if you think this was valuable, would you mind sharing it with your friends and family also? So now you've brought an authority onto your site. You still maintain your credibility as a teacher and trainer to your audience. And this is the power of guest blogging, right? An EMP blog post. So this is one of the journey that you begin to come on, is that go out there and guest blog, right? There are tons of people in this community. If you like what they're sharing, you can go out and ask them and request for them to become a guest blogger on your site. But always maintain your authority, maintain your position that this is your content, this is your site, and the people that you're bringing on is because you think it's going to have a profound effect on your audience. You find this training is so valuable that you want your audience to know about it without having to go search for it, so you're bringing it to them, right? This is the value of having your own blog post. I know for me, one of the great tools I used to do in the beginning was interview top leaders. And I would take those interviews and I would create blog posts around them, right? Because I would still come across as the authority, and I'd say, hey, I'm bringing on a guest trainer. I'm bringing on a top leader. I have a couple questions. And I thought this would be of value to you, right? So these are some of the techniques around your blog that could actually increase your influence, right? And increase your credibility as a network marketer, because when you lead with training and value and you bring on a top leader that can, that maybe knows how to handle answering rejection type questions better than you do. You can bring on top leaders that maybe have built extraordinary teams, and what are some of the secrets to their success. These are the types of conversations that still position you as a leader, right? And really connect with you to the audience, right? Because if you're just reposting other people's content and you're not putting a context of why this is being shared on your site, there may be a mismatch in the message. There may be a miscommunication because what they're seeing from you on social media, maybe the lives that you're doing, the conversations you're having aren't matching up with where they're going content-wise, because it doesn't sound like you, kind of, maybe. So that's a very powerful way to share a blog post. Also, when you share an EMP blog post, the content that we have, again, remember what's in it for your audience. What's in it for them to go check out that blog post? What impact is it going to have on their life, right? Well, it may have impacted you. It may have resonated with you. It may have said, oh, I wish more people would know this. Take that initial reaction to reading that and share that. That's the connection that's being looked to be made with your audience. That's the power of blogging, right? We have an incredible strategy here at Elite Marketing Pro for creating blog content, really making it engaging for you guys. As somebody that's an Elite Marketing Pro member, you guys have the option to share this, with your team, with your fans, with your audience. And this is the power that you have, right? So I definitely love blogging. I think it's an incredible way to build your authority, to build your influence with your audience, because it is something you own. Very few people actually blog, right? In terms of what is it that I've learned? What was the book I picked up today? For those of you guys who may have watched the Monday Mojo, right? we talk about a lot of books that we read as network marketers. So what is a review you have around a book? What were some of the aha moments you read around maybe reading Go Pro by Eric Worre? What were 3 things you took out from that book that you think is so impactful that somebody else should read this book also? These are the things that provide content and value to your audience and allow them to get the education you've gotten and learn the resources that have made a difference in your life. Attraction Marketing Formula. How many of you guys have read Attraction Marketing Formula? Drop a 2 down below. I want to just see a line of 2s for those that have read Attraction Marketing Formula. The impact that had on your life, right? What were some of your biggest takeaways? And you could go through it chapter by chapter. You can say there were top 3 things around it. But definitely, having read Attraction Marketing Formula multiple times, it is something that I, even now, knowing what I know, continue to go back through and look at Attraction Marketing Formula and how to apply to my business. So if you've read it, definitely drop a 2. Let people know that you've read Attraction Marketing Formula. Go out there and even share with people like the impact it had on your business, right? What is it that shifted for you in reading this book? So these are some of the things you guys have to look forward to. For those of you guys that are just quietly sitting out and checking this out, definitely recommend, if you know anybody that's here that mentioned it too and said, hey, I've read Attraction Marketing Formula, definitely connect with them, find out what is Attraction Marketing Formula. If they're sharing this video with you because they care about you learning how to effectively build your influence in your network marketing business, click on their link up above for the Attraction Marketing Formula Bootcamp. This is 10 days training given to you, delivered to you in an email format, sharing with you how and what it looks like to be building your network marketing business online. So thank you again for your time and generosity today. This is your 15 minutes of inspiration, education, and motivation. Thank you for joining me here today on the Daily Dose of Awesome. Guys, go out, have an incredible day, and make sure you're taking a look at Attraction Marketing Formula and the impact it can have on building your business online. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you inside the community.